everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a poison ivy look. This was really inexpensive if you already have makeup. The only things I went and bought for this look was liquid latex, cotton balls, and leaves from Michaels. So without further ado, let's get into the look. What I did to start off was I got my liquid latex. I got that from Walmart for about $10. I put it in a little container, anything like that. I have a one-time use, at least for me, sponge that I can apply the latex. What I would suggest is to pre-stretch your cotton balls. You're gonna need them. And then also dedicate one hand to putting on the cotton balls and one hand to staying clean. If you get liquid latex on your fingers and cotton balls, it just makes for a whole mess. So what you want to do first is lay the liquid latex on your face and then lay the leaves. In hindsight, I probably would have did smaller leaves because they're on my face, but I wanted to go ahead and record this video, so I didn't go back. And you put the cotton, unraveled cotton balls actually, cotton balls on top of the liquid latex. This is going to make the texture for your face. You'll see in the end how it all comes together. But put the liquid latex, put the cotton balls, and then you want to put liquid latex on top of that. That's how you'll make it look like skin. You'll see I ended up using my finger to apply the liquid latex on top of the cotton ball just because it was starting to get really messy on the sponge. And the reason that I have this headband on is because you want to be careful of putting this liquid latex on your hair, on your brows. Don't do it, okay? Don't do it. It is, like I said, it will dry as latex, so it'll be pulling on them edges if you let it, sis. This was probably the longest part of the process. Just because it's latex cotton, and just kind of forming it to how you want it. Next, I'm going to my eyebrows. Poison Ivy's brows are red. I started off with a ColourPop lip color. It wasn't poppy enough for me, so I went to Fenty's Stunna Lip Paint in the color of Uncensored. The reason I'm using a liquid lipstick is because it's a lot more vibrant and it kind of goes on better. So then for my eyes, I'm using a white base pencil. You can get that from your local beauty supply store. Then for the green eyes, I'm going to be using the Back to Brazil palette and also Glam Lite's paint palette. When I tell you guys, it took a minute for me to get the palette from Glam Lite because it was damaged in transit. But not only is this palette super pigmented, the color pops so well, but their customer service was great as well in giving me options of how they can accommodate me. So definitely find them on Instagram, get the paint palette. It does go out of stock. I think it's seasonal if I'm not mistaken, but check out their Instagram, get the palette. If you want color, that is the palette to get. I am adding color and then I am just blending it out. It's just gonna be a whole bunch of green. So I use a lighter green for the transition color in the Back to Brazil palette. Then I use the darker green in the paint palette and then went back to the transition color for my eyelid. I did go to teach a class of this same look and I ended up using the shimmer green on my lid or on the model's lid from the paint palette when I did do it. I think I like that better. And for foundation, I am using Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation in the color Caracas. I did use a darker color that I didn't really care about. It was just a sample I had around, but I did go back to my actual Nars color that you see right there. And you want to put the foundation on top of, on top of the special effects that we did. The reason why I started the special effects first is so it has time to dry. Because it does go on kind of wet, but when it dries, it's good. So by the time you're done all the rest of your makeup and you go to foundation, it should be dry that you can now add foundation on top of it because we want it to look like our skin. Then I decided to use a brush just to get in the nooks and crannies of the creases of the special effects. And to set it, I used Fenty's Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Setting Powder in the color Cashew, because you want to set the effects Then for concealer, I'm using Fenty's Pro Filt'r Instant Retouch Concealer in the color 370. And the whole Fenty line you can get from Sephora. What's really cool is now they come in mini sizes. I mean, I don't wish I would have waited for that, but I'm so happy that she thought about everybody and then came out with mini sizes. Maybe some people don't need that much, or they need a more affordable option. So go Rihanna, you did the thing, sis. And what I love about concealer, it cleans up so much, okay? That green fallout was no joke. Then I am going back in with the green, the transition green, on my under eye, and then using a black eyeshadow for my waterline. I've started using eyeshadow instead because it's a lot easier to wash off at the end of the night. Yeah. So then using that same Fenty Stunna Lip Paint in the color Uncensored for my lips. We're just popping in red. And what I'll say is that Fenty lip is no joke. It's so vibrant. For my highlighter, I am using the Urban Decay Highlight Trio. To be honest, I don't think they sell it anymore. I got it from Sephora originally. I only used one color in it. I'm not out yet, so I haven't started looking for that new highlighter, but that's the highlighter I use and I love it. And the last product I'm really going in with is the, it's just a cream makeup palette. So I am using a red, kind of in the creases of that 3D look. You can make it look wounded. I didn't want it to be too like gory and nasty and stuff like that, but you can cut the special effects and then add black inside and then the fake blood and stuff like that. I didn't want to go that far, but I am kind of adding depth to it. So right now I'm just adding red around the edges and then in, like I said, the lines so that it looks like it is a wound. So I start off with red, then I use kind of like an eggplanty purple. And I do that more over it and then go back in with red. And you just do it to your desire. You can do it super dark. You can, like I said, add blood inside. But you'll see the palette on the table. It's like an eggplanty purple and then a red as well. So this is a super easy look that a lot of people can achieve. If I was actually going out, I would have stayed in the tube top, added more leaves maybe around the top of the tube top, or did my hair different and added more leaves around there, or even did a black suit. That is the end of the look. I thank you guys for tuning in. This is Poison Ivy, okay? LadyyT becomes Poison Ivy. You will be seeing a lot more Halloween glam looks. Definitely follow all of my social media so you can stay in the know about when something's coming up. But if you did like this video, please subscribe, share it, show your grandmama, your aunts, sis and cousins, all of them, and let's make magic. And if you want to see anything by me, just hit me up on either any of my social medias or on here in the comments. I would love to see other people's looks and what they're doing for Halloween. Without further ado, this is LadyyT as Poison Ivy, and I'm signing out.